Hello. So we had to do a part 1 and 2 again. Now we're on positioning of the patient continued, and we'll continue to look at the patient positions. So there are also the prone position and the knee chest position. The knee chest, it's important to know, is difficult to maintain, so it's rarely used in the ambulatory care setting. Another that's rarely used in the ambulatory care setting is the Trendelenburg position. It's very rarely used. It's mostly used in the acute care setting, but at times of severe hypotension, or if the patient is going into shock, we want to get those legs lifted up, and then that blood can flow towards the head, and you can see that very well in this image. So let's look at the methods of examination. We have inspection, palpation, percussion, auscultation, mensuration, and manipulation. Healthcare providers use these 6 methods to examine the human body, and all 6 are part of the complete physical examination. So here are some examples of the palpation, percussion, and auscultation. A part of the body is felt with the hand to determine its condition or the condition of the underlying organ. Okay, so we're looking here at palpation. Okay, and then this aids here in the determination of position, size, and density of an underlying organ or cavity because they're using that sound and percussion to check that. And the last one here, auscultation, is when they are listening. So the provider uses a stethoscope to listen to the sounds originating from the patient's body. There is a general examination sequence. So first we look at general appearance, nutrition and stature, speech, breath odors, skin, head, eyes and ears, nose and sinuses, mouth and throat, neck, chest, abdomen, and then we check the reflexes. So let's go to the next one. We look then at breasts and testicles and the rectum. So what is your role as a medical assistant? This is the most important thing you need to know. Never consider an examination to be routine. Make sure that the room is ready with the supplies and that you have all the equipment ready as per the physician prefers. We want to make sure that the patient is prepared, that we've taken the correct vitals, we have taken and noted and documented the weight, height, and body mass index if that's required. We also want to make sure that diagnostic procedures are completed and restock supplies and disinfect the area at the end of the examination. Again, we're always looking at patient education. That is our main role as a medical assistant, is to educate our patients. So we need to consider the following. What information the patient will need to know? How are we going to convey this information? We want to make sure that the patient understands. Also, how will the patient be using the information that we're educating them on? We'll need to know if there are community resources available that could help the patient and whether the patient understands and will learn more about the health problems or treatment and protocols. If we do good, solid patient education and we communicate with our patient, we are making it more likely that they will continue with the care that's prescribed because they understand it and they need to know why. So we've explained the why, and they will continue in that process because they know that we are there to support them and to help them if they have any questions. We're always looking at HIPAA. So legal and ethical issues. We must guard patients' confidentiality during all parts of the visit. If paper records are used, we need to place the medical records facing the door so that nobody else that's passing through can see their private information. With the electronic health records, we need to safeguard the patient's information by closing the file and locking our computers when we're not in the room. And we also need to make sure that we place the physician schedule away from patient areas so that nobody can see anybody else's names and patient information. HIPAA is key to everything we do. It is legal and we can lose our jobs, and even we can be taken to court if we violate HIPAA. If you have any questions, please make sure that you visit the question and answer board or bring those questions to class. I look forward to seeing you, and I'm excited to get started on the physical examination. Have a great day. Bye.